Hello YouTube! If you're new to this channel, my name is Polyanna and today I'm going to talk about one of the most rewarding experiences one can have, which is going on exchange. Whilst many of your friends have probably told you how amazing their exchange experience was, exchange can be really tough sometimes. And this is why in this video I'm going to give you 8 tips on how to keep your expectations in check and how to prepare for the hard times to come. So let's get right into it.
I'm so sick of what it's saying, they understand what it's like.
Don't be too practical when packing your suitcase. Believe me when I tell you that when you arrive in your dorm for the very first time, the only thing you will care about is to make this dungeon look more like a home. And for that you will need personal belongings, like your favorite book for instance. So pack that favorite book of yours even if you won't read it. Don't commit to calling your friends at home before you have settled in. Exchange is you time and it will be very difficult to uphold commitments like let's call at least once a week because everything around you is so exciting. Instead of that, let your friends know that you will go MIA for a while and will get back to them as soon as possible. Keep in mind that that safety net is still there, so if you're having a bad time, please do reach out to your friends. Don't expect to miraculously meet your new best friends on the very first day. Finding the right people is a matter of luck and you might be unlucky for a while. On the other hand, don't be afraid to commit. You'll be meeting so many interesting people every day and at some point it's really important to decide who you want to focus your energy on, especially if you're an introvert like myself. Staying with larger groups of people over a long period of time can be quite exhausting. Try to incorporate parts of your routine from home into your exchange life. It will be very tempting to skip that 8 hours of sleep or to not go exercising 3 times a week, but believe me when I tell you that being so far away from home is challenging enough, so keeping that routine will actually give you a safety net to fall back on. Beware that culture shock is real and it will hit you at some point, and it will hit you even more if you didn't expect it in the first place. So for myself, I applied to Australia, Japan and South Korea and I got into Sydney, and culture shock really wasn't the first thing on my mind, it was the bugs. Culture shock is a really complex topic, and since I experienced culture shock in such a profound way, I'll be making another video on that, so please stay tuned. Don't compare your experience to others, it will only drive you mad. Every exchange experience is unique in its very own way and has its ups and downsides. And just because what you are doing seems less exciting doesn't mean that you're not learning a lot of new things about yourself or the world. Beware that severe cases of homesickness or culture shock can actually lead to mental health issues. So if you notice yourself feeling a little bit off, you should definitely get that checked out with a mental health specialist. Fortunately, many unis offer mental health services on campus and they're mostly free of charge. Last but not least, coming home isn't easy either. Something a lot of exchange students experience is called reverse culture shock, and a friend of mine wrote an article on her experience with it, and what she said was that she idealized home in her mind while she was away and expected everything to remain same while she was gone, and I think this explains it pretty well why reverse culture shock happens. Reverse culture shock can affect you as profoundly as culture shock, which is why it's really important to reach out to your family and friends, let them know that you're struggling and that you need their help. So I guess this was my short survival guide for going on exchange. If you're still hesitating, I urge you to absolutely do it. Personally, my exchange experience has been one of the toughest experiences in my life, but it was also extremely rewarding. I came back a new and a better person. That being said, if you're interested in more content about mental health, don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to leave a comment and to write me an email if your question is more personal. And I'm also really happy to receive some feedback, maybe some ideas for other videos. And I'm really excited to make more content, so I hope to see you guys very, very soon.